Hi everyone, welcome again to Terence Running World. Last time the video I talked about me going into the marathon training under the Team Hustler team. Today I would like to bring you closer into my running world to talk to you about running shoes. As I was mentioning in the last video, I was I ran in the Gold Coast Marathon, and my chosen shoe was the New Balance RC Elite 2. This shoe was launched in 2021. In fact, in my collection, this was actually my 2021 shoe of the year. And I have ran in this shoe for almost close to 2 years. And I'm very happy with this shoe, and it has actually been my choice for the Gold Coast Marathon. Choosing among the rest of the shoes you see here. Now I'm going into my marathon training. Actually, now we are in week 10 of the week 16 marathon training program. We are almost at the peak of our training, and actually at the peak of our training we are going into our LSD's training. For those people who doesn't know what is LSD, is long, slow and distance running. So basically it will be a good time now for runners to start choosing the right shoes for their marathon. That is why it's critical now I take this opportunity for the next 5 to 7 long runs to actually choose the right shoe for myself for the Standard Chart marathon. As I was saying, last year, the last marathon that I did in Gold Coast was with the New Balance RC Elite version 2. It's very soft, it's very comfortable, and my objective of the selection of this shoe was actually comfort. So this shoe meets the target, meets the agenda of being comfortable on the feet, and yet propulsive and actually able to carry me through the whole marathon. As I was mentioning, the RC Elite version 2 is one of my favorite shoes in 2021. Coming into the next marathon, I have decided to actually choose the next best shoe in my collection. As you know, I'm actually a running shoe collector. This is just a sample of probably about 60 to 70 pairs of running shoes that I have. And I'm taking the chance of all this couple of long runs to choose the right shoe for my marathon. Okay, thanks. This is my favorite shoe still, but then I have to move on. Okay, as I was mentioning, my main criteria for the marathon is comfort besides performance. I'm not a very fast runner, so my target marathon time for this coming Standard Chart is about 4:15 to 4:30 hours. So I would choose comfort over performance. But then again, in the carbon fiber shoe world, basically they are all under performance category. So the main criteria, as I mentioned, being not only just comfort, it has to be able to be comfortable on feet. So in my selection, I already actually streamlined to actually 3 shoes that I will been running in and actually be considering for the Standard Chart marathon. First is the Vaporfly Next Percent version 2. This has been the favorite of many runners since its launch in 2019 with the version 1. Then comes to 2021 where you have the version 2 in the market, and this again has still continued to be the favorite of many elite runners and also many runners that is running the marathon. Yeah, it's definitely one of the popular shoes in the market because first, it has a very propulsive performance and is actually very comfortable on feet to most runners. Yeah, but one of the I won't call it issue, but the concern that the carbon plate itself is positioned in a very aggressive position. Yeah, so if you are not a very strong runner and you do not have the capability to carry this shoe and able to run at a faster pace, this shoe might not be the one for you. Next in my consideration is the recently launched Adidas Adios Pro 3. Yeah, it's quite a lengthy name. Yeah, but this has also been one of the favorites in the recent months since it was launched early part of this year, 2022. And you find this shoe on the feet of many elite runners in the world marathon. In fact, the last few marathon, the winning marathoner is wearing this shoe. Some about this shoe, basically this shoe, the midsole is Light Strike Pro. Yeah, from Adidas, and basically this shoe has also a very aggressive carbon plate. Yeah, and also you can see at the bottom there's a huge cutout in the middle. Yeah, and there's a stack height of 39.5 mm. So basically it has the similar characteristics as the Vaporfly. Yeah, but the difference is that the heel counter and the heel width is actually more stable than the Vaporfly. So I have tried running this in a couple of long runs already, and I feel comfortable, especially at what we call cruising pace. Yeah, and for marathon, it's very important to be able to cruise at a pace where you are comfortable and you're consistent and you're able to run at this pace as long as possible. Because generally in the marathon, 80 to 90% you are actually running on what we call a cruising pace. So I feel that in my trial, basically the Adidas Adios Pro 3 is a very good selection for this purpose. The last shoe that among the carbon plated shoes that I have here is the recently launched Saucony Endorphin Pro 3. Yeah, this is the latest version of the Endorphin series, whereby basically the Pro 2 or the Pro 1 shoe in before was a huge success to many runners, partly because of its Power Run PB midsole. Many runners are very happy with the balance of propulsion and comfort in the midsole. Yeah, and this version, the Pro 3, continues with these characteristics. In fact, it has improved tremendously because first, it has a higher stack height. Yeah, and also the shoe has also softened, which many runners running in Pro 2 was happy with the performance of the shoe, but they felt that the Pro 2 was a bit too stiff and too rigid for longer distance, and not many runners actually can use Pro 2 to complete a marathon. Yeah, but for the Pro 3 now coming up just a couple months ago, yeah, you can see that basically there's a higher stack height. Basically it's the same stack height as the Adidas Pro 3, basically 39.5 at the heel. Yeah, and it also has a drop of 8 mm. Yeah, so as I also already tested the 2 or 3 times on long runs, and I feel that this is definitely a shoe that allows you to vary your running pace, and it performs perfectly in slower pace or faster pace. So this could be my choice of the next marathon shoe that I'm going to use in Stanchart Marathon. Okay, so guys, coming back to the final decision, the fact is I have not made the final decision. As I mentioned, there is still a couple of more long runs to do, and I still have the chance to test more thoroughly the shoe. As I said, I'm looking forward for a shoe that really can help me to take over this shoe, which I still love it very much. I just ran in it 30 minutes ago, and I still feel I'm still in love with it. Yeah, at the end of the day, let's see in the next videos what shoe I will be taking it on to the Stanchart Marathon. Thanks for watching, and if you like my video, please like, share and subscribe to my Terence Running World YouTube channel. Thank you.